Okay. Just checking everything is good on my side before we continue on. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. It's a bit of not an awkward time, but there actually is a middle weekly happening in like 8 minutes. I think they shifted the times a bit. So it's not tomorrow, it's rather tonight. So hence we are here. We're going to be going in the tournament very shortly. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Khalid, welcome in. Yeah, hope everyone's had a good week. It's almost the end of the month, and yeah, it's almost the end of 2025. Can you imagine? Crazy year. But yeah, we're here now. We're gonna stream for a bit. We'll see how far we get in the tournament. If not, we'll just play a bit of ranked and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, it's been a bit busy few days, but we're all good. We're still here. I actually was playing the dual triangle a bit. I actually finished the event quite comfortably. We only did 2 groups, Xyz and Link. So I can show you the deck list that I was using for the event. So for the Link deck, it was Mermail, Marincess, of course, but obviously there's no Xyz monsters because obviously links are only allowed. So it's just, yeah, anti-tech for Lunalight if you're facing against Lunalight, because obviously Fusion and Xyz you face. So just playing those usual techs. So yeah, Minstrel was banned, so you just replace it with something else. And otherwise it's a pretty decent deck list. It's pretty much the same list that we've been playing the whole time. The only difference is now there's no Xyz, so no Poseidon Dragon Lord. You just press it with another copy of Bubble Reef or another copy of Blue Slug or Core Enemy, depending on what you want. But there was literally no issues there. And yeah, the deck was okay. It wasn't for most of the event that I used this deck, because I actually finished the event actually with the Xyz one. And I think you guys know already which one I used. It's pretty obvious. We've been playing it for the last few weeks now. It is we played with Spookwants, like the purest form. We maxed out all the names pretty much, and we used to play some crazy techs as well. I didn't know this card existed when it came out, but this actually is a pretty good one card starter also, in a way, because it gives you access to your white layer. White layer can search your fairy alpha, and then you can keep going. So pretty nice. Tech there, obviously there's nothing crazy here, but yeah, very, very straightforward deck. Nothing difficult. If you go first, you pretty much win. Even if you're going second, you're also pretty much fine, because you have a lot of techs that you can run, so it's not too bad. So yeah, pretty comfortable event. Nothing really crazy. I had some replays against Lunalight and so on, and Orcus and all those other decks. Nothing too crazy. Most of the time going second and going first, maybe maybe a few times. But yeah, I got all the gems in terms of what you can get. So obviously you can get more gems for extra stuff, but it's just very few. Playing more duels, winning more duels, but I've got the main gems. So as you can see, I don't really need to do any more. After that, you're just doing tickets at that point. So it is what it is. I forgot to say, I checked my shop and I see there was free items or something like that. You see, if you go to the secret pack, there's all these free items here. I completely forgot about opening them. And it's nice because they even include the Marincess pack as well, the Flora and Ocean free pack. So a lot of cards that you could potentially get. So it's actually quite nice, because I think it was part of the promotion or campaign or whatever. So I think we'll probably just open this and then we'll probably go into the matchups when we're done. So yeah, get a free pack pull. Let's just do this quickly and then we'll move on. Okay, nothing exciting here, but it's a free pack, so why not? Transfigured Heroes. Pretty interesting stuff here. Okay, not really. You could get lucky here, so let's see. Oh, okay, Dark Magician Girl, that's fine. Nothing crazy. Savage Crimson Dragon. Ah, nothing exciting here. It's... Ooh, the Marensis pack. Okay, that one will probably... I mean, we got everything here. I don't know what can we get here. Oh. Trickstar. If it was Marensis Royal, I'll be quite happy, but obviously not. So it's okay. We got this one as well. Oh! Okay, we got something. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Got curious. That's actually quite decent. I mean, hey, that's not bad, eh? From a free pack, not bad. Let's see, what is this one? Goatee Chain. No, it's probably not from this pack. Then we got Side Striker. Nothing exciting there. But Dragon Luster. Okay. Interesting. What else? We got traditional art. This is the punk stuff. Oh. Let's see. Ah, it's just Foxy Tune. Okay. Then we got Sisters of Light. That's Exo Sister and Artifacts. Let's see. Returnia, already have. This is Mekanko pack. Oh, I didn't get. Okay. There we go. Got a new Mekanko card. This is Vanquish Soul, which is going to be crazy in the future when we get canines. And yeah. Let's just see. We have 3 more to go. This is the Visa Starfrost pack. Nothing too exciting here. We got Illusions, Chimera. Let's see. Nothing great there. That's fine. And we got Shining Sarcophagus, which is obviously the new support is also in here. Let's see what we get. And we got nothing. So we only got 1 UR from that whole set. That's crazy. But it's a free pack, so we ain't gonna complain, right? So it's fine. Let's go into the tournament now. Let's see how the brackets are looking. Yeah, let's see when we can check in. And we should be good to go. Should be able to start now. Not sure what's going on, but we'll see. Well, let's see here. What's up, Zero? What's up? What's up? What's up? We're having a kind of an impromptu tournament because it's happening today instead of tomorrow. So yeah, we're doing the same thing we did last week, but we're doing it now instead of tomorrow, Sunday. But yeah, I'm good. Hope you're doing good as well. Okay, we're about to start. Let's see. Should be good to go. Let's just get this duel room quickly sorted out, and then we can get this over and done with. Let's see. Does he have a duel room, or must I make one? Let's join in. Yeah, let's just go. You still play some dual triangle? Okay. I actually finished it up like I think early this morning, I think. Pretty straightforward. I used the Xyz and the Link group. I didn't really play any fusions, so it was relatively easy, I think. So yeah, you should be easily to finish that up, no problem. I think it's ending in like 3 days or 4 days. I think when the pack comes out, I believe. Oh, you're doing the fusion part. Okay. Using Yubel. I mean, Yubel's pretty strong, I guess. Yeah, it is. It is really strong. Yeah. I mean, given if you're facing fusions, luckily you're not going to be playing against Lunar Lights or Branded or some other like Exodia. You'll be playing other, Xyz and Link deck. So I think it should be fairly okay. Should be okay. In terms of finishing the event off, it's not that difficult. Though I feel like they should have banned certain cards like across the board, because you'll find in some groups certain cards are banned and then other cards are legal. So I don't know. You tried Ancient Gear and Dynamorphia, got tired of losing. Yeah, bro. I wanted to play Ancient Gear for the fusion part, but then for some reason, or not for some reason, but unfortunately, it just works with the Link monster, because that kind of gets your things going, and it was difficult to play without the Link. So you can play without it, but it just makes the deck a lot better. Dynamorphia, I don't know, it's just not the right meta for it, I think. So I don't know, but yeah. So I just thought about not using it, but yeah. Okay, let's go. This is round 2, I think, or round 1. I don't remember, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, now funny enough, Super Quantum has a very good matchup against Sky Striker, so that's why I played that. Like I've played so much Sky Striker, and going first or second, he just bait out a lot of things, so it's like really, really good in that regard. Oh, come on. Are you... Bro, I'm going first and you give me a going second, and what is this? You gotta be joking. The one time I win a coin flip, I get a going second hand. What is this, bro? That doesn't make sense at all. Wow. That's not a good start at all. The one time I go first, give me a going second hand. Classic. Classic. Absolute classic. Well, we have Joel and Fualos. Let's see which one's going to be more applicable for them, but... What are they playing? Oh... Yeah, I'm probably going to Droll here. There's some more... Are they playing Crystron or what? Let's see. It's usually a engine for something. Probably Fiendsmith, but what they're actually playing, we don't know. Then we can draw here. We're just playing Fiendsmith, most likely. Oh, they already have this card. That's crazy. So they could potentially still lethal though. Hmm. Ah, there, Fiendsmith. There it is. There it is. So they'll probably just get enough for lethal, most probably. Yeah, this should be easy for them. Unfortunately. Yeah, empty field. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that's lethal right there. Yeah, that's it. Literally, that's it. Yeah, we go for the next game. Yeah, it's fine. We just have to. Hopefully, if we go first again, we don't have a not a good hand because clearly we got a going second hand for some reason. So I don't know. But let's see. Hopefully, we will not get messed up again with the draws because they're literally just so unfortunate that. And he obviously had perfect hand anyway. So, yeah. So look at that, back-to-back coin flips, but then you're gonna get going second hand again. Hopefully you get a better hand, because clearly last time wasn't so good. Okay, much better. Definitely much better. Way better. Now, unfortunately, I can't really use this because I only play one engraver, so it's kind of dead at this point. I don't know. Maybe let's try and bet out something. Yeah. I'll have track for now. What's if he has something? No. Okay. Let's start with this. Maxi, yeah. Maxi. Ugh. You have to cross out that, obviously. You going to a tournament in real life today? That's nice. Is it normal TCG or Genesis that you're going for? Normal TCG, okay. What deck are you going to be running? Bro, he has something else? Ugh, okay. Blue Eyes Primite. Okay, that's a good option. You can ash that, please. Please ash that. Yes. That's fine, because I wanted to summon this, so it's fine. Literally fine. We can normal that. You still have something else? What? That's insane. You still have something else after all of that? Impermanence. Ah, that's unfortunate. Wow. So you had Maxi Ash Imperm. What are the odds? Damn. What can I go into? Because unfortunately the Engraver is the only copy I play. Jeez, you just had everything, huh? Yeah, that kind of is unfortunate, I guess. I guess so, just to make SP, yeah. Yeah, some people's hands are just really cracked, eh? Jeez, having Maxi Ash and Imperm. We needed the quick play to make ourselves untargetable, but it's fine. Let's see, do you want to shuffle back anything? Yeah, probably will. Shuffle these back. Tricky Time, welcome. Yeah, they changed the time. Bro, he still has something else? Wow. Clearly. He still has more hand traps, dude. That's insane. Which deck are you referring to? I'm referring to Blue Eyes Primite. Oh, the Yubel deck. Bro, because you know you can just smash into anything like with your Nightmare Pain on field. You couldn't care less about what your field is. If you're making towers monsters that cannot be destroyed, Yubel monsters luckily cannot be destroyed, so it's like kind of a good thing. And they keep coming back, so. Bro, what is this? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, Satan, that's good. But this guy probably has like so many other things. Call by the Grave and another Imperm, I don't know. Let's see what he actually has. Like he has more Imperms again. It doesn't. Okay. John Lockbird, okay. It's whatever, bro. It's fine. Okay. Clearly, all your hand traps you're drawing. Insane. Okay. Let's see. Should I get red? Mm-hmm. Also considering light? Why would they play that? Hmm. Effectively, yeah, it does. But yeah, Skyward can play so many different decks, honestly, at this point. So I'm not surprised, though. Given their options. What am I seeing here? So you had Imprim the whole time? Gosh. Oh, he's playing. Oh my goodness. Oh my. He's playing Orcust. And of course, he opens everything. I'm just gonna max C. He probably has a call by. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, Ghost Spell. That's actually a good draw. I'll take that. That will slow down things a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's actually super good versus the Orca because they do a lot of things in the graveyard though. So let's see what will be crucial because they still have Hop Horror though. So yeah, it's the same. This is meta weekly right now. Meta weekly right now. You see, they can still go Fiendsmith play, so I feel like, is this still a good thing? Should I go spell this? No, I'm gonna wait. John Moonbird. That's not gonna do anything. You know what I need? I need another black layer. And I can actually do something. Because I can discard something else and then I can go from there. Oh, not Mitsurugi, come on. Don't give me that. You see, they haven't used Harp Horror yet. They're still waiting. They're trying to bait out stuff. What do you mean you can't? What do you mean you can't go spell Orcus? You can. You can go spell this. You can go spell this. Engraver? No. Where's the black layer? There we go. Now we have something now. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, on the field it's not disrupting, the graveyard is a disruption. Yeah, here I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I can send something, doesn't really matter. It's fine. Now, I either have a Master in the gate or... Yeah, so let's see what he does. In sequence, I can definitely deal with that. Ooh, I can do Book of Moon as well. Huh. Okay, so I have options. Yeah, I'm gonna go spell this. Oh, that's why he kept it. Oh, that's why. So he had Crescendo the whole time. Makes sense. You just wanted to get a Galatea or a Link monster on field. No, it makes sense now. It makes sense now. I need to do this now. He's gonna go into Caesar. He's gonna stop special summoning. Going to... I think Book of Moon will be better. Yeah, Book of Moon's gonna be better. Let's do this. He's gonna go for Caesar. I have to stop that. And we can get some bodies on field, actually. Yeah, with red layer. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna Book of Moon the Lacrima. And then I'll be better. Yeah. We will... I think we'll just reborn this again. And then we'll quick up... We'll use this. We'll book that. You rather get bodies on field, so at least it'll be difficult to kind of clear the board. Yeah. Let's see what he does. He's under Maxi. He's gonna go all the way with Orcus. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, next turn I have a very good follow-up. I have Mitsurugi lines. I have so many other plays. Let's see what he does. No. Let's see if he can survive this turn, eh? Ooh, he's probably going for the Alien Gersu now. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Okay, Babel. This is quick effect. Oh, taking the level 7. Okay. And I remember SP and Zayton are coming back next turn, so essentially we'll be freeing up space for us, which will be good. What is the opponent thinking? He's thinking long and hard. She going to what's his other options? Given he's still under Maxi as well, so access code talker? Whoa. Whoa, that's actually kind of insane though. Okay. Hmm. It's not lethal though, so it's fine. Yeah, we still good. We still good. So let me do this. Let me shuffle. 1, 2. No, let's shuffle these away. Yeah, we're still good. Yeah, if Lacrimal was able to do battle, then it would have been problematic. Yeah, I think we're still good, guys. We still have Zayton coming back and SP, so it's still pretty good. This player, that's even better. That's good. I don't even think we need that. Yeah, this is still like... Let me do tracked. Let me just discard something I don't want to see. It's probably that. Oh, unless he's running out of time. It's fine. I think we can just go for this. Yeah, he's got nothing. Like, literally, he's got nothing else. He's used all his resources. There's nothing really else, so... Yeah, considering he hand-chopped us, like, early in the duel, at least we kind of, you know, came back there. But, yeah, it was just crazy. That was intense, though. Cool. That was pretty intense, though. Given that we had a bad game 1... I mean, at least it deserves a game 3, so at least we're happy with that. So he gets to go first, do his full combo. Let's see how we go. Look at that, 3 coin flips in a row. Insane. Where have you seen that? On a tournament level, rarely seen. Now watch, you're gonna get no hand traps. 0. Okay. Oh. Okay, this is actually... You know what? Not bad. Not bad. Though we only... Unfortunately, we have Saji in the hand, which is kind of unfortunate, but, you know. And he opens Fiendsmith, of course. Classic, right? Fiendsmith at this point is like everyone's literally playing it because it's like it's just so good into everything, and it baits out like the most hand traps ever. Ash, bro, has everything. Literally every single time they always have something. Let's see what we do, honestly. Because I don't have a problem with Fiendsmith, but the problem is it's just like Mitsurugi. It's just way too generic, unfortunately. And yeah, I mean, yes, I'm also playing it as well, but to be fair though, the deck can play anything, literally, with it. So it's like fine, but obviously, it is kind of frustrating when literally the only thing that's carrying you is a non-engine, pretty much. And Fiendsmith is one of those engines that just like do a lot of work for nothing. No hard locks. Same with Mitsurugi, no hard locks. You can just bait out as well interruptions. Doesn't take up your normal summon. Those engines are just way too flexible. Yeah, at least Mitsurugi doesn't recycle itself, but Fiendsmith is where it's like, I would say it's more resilient because it literally, like you see, you're just shuffling all your materials back, so you just keep doing it over and over and over. So it feels like an endless loop sometimes. So it can be a bit frustrating sometimes. I think they're going for Caesar first, it looks like. What they were going to do in the previous duel. Yeah. I'm going for that anti-special summon negate Caesar, which you also run too. Wait, what? Yeah, there we go. Then you see, then after that he does what? What's the next play after this? 2 effect monsters into Nightmare, Nightmare Phoenix into Nightmare Mermaid, and then Orcus combo starts from there. Insane, right? Oh, yeah. Impermanence as well. Yeah. Now you see, if our full loss resolved, would have been a different story, I think. Let's just probably get a good top deck because our hand is playable, but the disruptions are going to be plenty, I think. Because you can see he's got double special summon negate. He's going to obviously have Orcus play with probably the Babble and the Trap. So yeah, it's a lot of options he'll have. Let's just see how we fare here. So I already know Habakiri might probably be baited out for the special summon, but then the fact that we have Haji already is a kind of a problem, and we got Crescendo to worry about. So that's already 3 disruptions alone right there. So we have to draw something really good. Dingursu? Wait, no Babble? Gonna be a bit interesting if... Masquerena. I was gonna say, are you gonna use Crescendo if there's no Link 1 or no Orcus Link monster? Look at that double imperm. Double imperm. That is insane though. Wow. Yeah, he's got the full setup. Wait, what? Oh. He wants to go into the link 4 already. Non-target take control. Okay. It's a field. It's a field. I'm not gonna lie. It's a field. Ooh, tracked. Nice. That's actually pretty good. If we can bait it out. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So he's got Dengursu also in the grave, so that's a 4th disruption as well. Okay. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get rid of that. And he's got the perfect setup. I'm gonna attribute this, but he still has that. If I attribute this, he's got that. Yeah, just too much to deal with. And he's still got Crescendo, and he's still got Dinger, so he's got way too much going on. Yep. Either way. Let's just deal with this, man. Open Fiendsman combo, like in all his duels, I think he had Fiendsman combo. No, I don't have any plays, unfortunately, because yeah, it's got too many answers for it, I guess. Yeah, he's got too many disruptions to deal with. which you can't do anything about that because, yeah. Yeah, there it is. You still had Crescendo, you still had all that other stuff, which, yeah. Unfortunately, he did have answers for our turn, answers for his turn. We can't do anything about that. Yeah, this is GG. I mean, track to 1 won't do anything, to be honest. It won't. I mean, as long as Engraver exists, Feasbit will still be around. So yeah. It is. Yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? You opened the most broken engine 3 games in a row. It's expected. And also, you had a hand trap for my full loss, which, again, made his combo uninterrupted, basically. So it's fine. Let's just do this. Wait. We didn't do... Wait a second. Wait. We didn't do game 2 yet? Oh yeah, there we go. So say now, like, what? Yeah. Okay. That's it. Very small tournament today, actually. Not a lot of players, to be fair, though. Yeah, it's like 60-ish players. Not that much, actually. But okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, core buys at 1. You would think they would kind of keep core buy given the fact that Maxi, and full losses and all those other more charmies are running around. You would think that they would keep that card in like there to make it kind of viable, but then again, it does make turn 1 very strong because if you open double core buys, then it is what it is. But Ghost Bell, okay, Ghost Bell and Lancia are kind of like the outs, but the fact that there's less chances of, you can actually disrupt those things is kind of frustrating a little bit, but it is what it is. Where are we? Platinum 2. Yeah, I also don't know. Like, it's such a weird decision because given how bad the game is, even with Core Buyer 2, it was still bad. And now they just made it kind of worse. And even Draw and Lockbird, they gave less answers to all those Maxi and Molch armies, which I don't understand. Also, another bold move as well. Draw and Lockbird to 2. You would never see that. Because it's kind of funny because when Super Heavy Samurai was out and it was breaking the meta, obviously, no one was thinking about, oh, let's ban Droll, because Droll was the answer for that deck, right? So Konami knew, okay, look, we don't want to kill the answer to your deck, so they left it untouched. But now all of a sudden when Mitsurugi comes out and it loses to Droll, it's the same thing, Like, oh, now Mitsurugi loses to 1 card, so let's just... And Raizio also loses to 1 card. Let's kill Droll now. Let's hurt it a little bit. I'm like, come on. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So they just pick and choose when they want to hit certain cards without context. I feel like if context was there, then it will make sense. But if there's no context, people are just going to assume, oh, it's because of so-and-so. But that doesn't, We have to think for ourselves, why would they make Core by 2-1? Why would they make Droll at 2? But yeah, we'll never get that answer, obviously. They'll just say that's it, and that's it. But yeah. But yeah, let's see. Blue Eyes. What were you playing against, Tricky Time? If it's not Tempire, what is it? Throwing away Imperm. Are you kidding me? Like, why are people doing that though? But then again, you're trading hand traps for more disruptions, which is fair. But still, I mean, I literally would not. Oh, look at this. Yeah, but still, I mean, if you can see your hand is not looking favorable, I mean, if you get disrupted, because now you have to pray your opponent has no answers for your stuff, and then you're like, okay, I have backup. But if you obviously don't have any interruptions, then it's fine, but I wouldn't risk that. Nothing new, Mr. Rogers, unfortunately. It's the same old, same old. There's White Forest coming out on the next election pack, though, and the Psychic support. And I think Eldritch is also there. There's another pack, extra pack coming this month. I think it's to wrap up the other pack from the core set. So they're just wrapping up the last 3 packs, and then before you know it, we'll be on to the newer stuff. Hopefully by the time the anniversary comes out, there'll be more meta-relevant things like Draco Tail and Yummy K9. Those are the most interesting things. Obviously no one's interested in White Forest, but I mean, they're just finishing the stuff. So, yeah. So we have a lot of ways to play this out. Yeah, Eldritch might be really good as a anti-meta deck, so... Zayton. Okay. You pulled 2-time tearing Morganite? Bro, I have... Those Morganite cards are stupid. Literally stupid, bro. Like, they're like custom cards, basically, but for stun decks, pretty much. That's how broken those cards are. I'm gonna actually do this. If he doesn't negate Tract, I'm gonna Kaiju one of them. Yeah, he has to negate this. He has to negate this. He has to. He has to. If he doesn't, it's the worst mistake ever. He literally has to negate this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now he just loses now. Dark Ruler evenly match combo. Yeah, Delta of Invitation is also another zombie support as well for Eldritch as well. Yeah, you can't. I don't know how he's gonna deal with this. This is like broken. Are we gonna go evenly? Definitely. Or even better, I can just say, give me your negate, and then I can kind of protect my own field. What do you guys think? Should I go for the Stardust Cipher Dragon? I can negate his effect Veiler, and then that's it. Destroy True Light, and then his field is destroyed pretty much. Or I can go evenly match and then go combo. I think, you know what? I can go for combo actually. Yeah, actually no. I'm actually gonna take Talons. I'm gonna steal this monster actually. It's my own little monster negate. Let's take control. And summon all the blue eyes you want, doesn't matter. I'll take your Stardust, you haven't used it yet. And I can attack with it. And yeah. Let me banish with this. Oh, Lancia. Well, on that, in that case, I'm gonna negate that then. No. Because I can't banish this card because it needs to banish by effect. Oh. Whoa. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. That changes things, doesn't it? Wow. Okay. So you had Lancia the whole time. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we can't banish this, but it's fine. We can still do other things. We can't now use the... No, I think it's fine. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. We are gonna... We're gonna send this instead. Now let's send that. And then we're gonna go for this. No, it doesn't actually hurt that much because it's just we don't get to banish with that Alphen spike. That's all. But everything else is pretty much doesn't really affect us. So it's not too bad actually. Gonna go for this. Let's go for these three. Because our combo doesn't really get affected too much by Lancia. It's just that we can't banish to set the field spell. That's all. That's the only difference we can't do. But everything else we can do. Ooh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. You can still do this. Oh, we can do that too. But we can't go SP, obviously. Yeah, I think we'll just do it like this. Huh. Oh. Oh. Memorances is quite tight on space for that. Yeah, I mean, obviously, look, the deck space is always going to be a problem. Bro, what? Bro, the game just. Oh my gosh. Bro, why does this happen every single time? Did the game just give up or what? I don't know. Is my internet? Are we still streaming, guys? Why does the game just randomly crash like that? Why? Oh my gosh. Bro, why did that game was just going sideways? I don't even know what happened in that game anyway. So annoying. Yeah, look, Tuna Bureau's okay, but obviously you have to trade for something else in the deck. That's the only problem with decks that require a lot of starters stroke engine. Because it's not like you have one card that does everything. It's like a combination of cards. So in the case of Mermail and Marincis, obviously it's like 1 or 2 card combos you have to do. It's not like only Neptibus obviously is a full 1 card, but I mean you run a lot of engine, but some of those cards don't do anything on its own. So you're gonna obviously put in the non-engine, but you have to sacrifice engine some way. Gosh, this game is so interesting. Can I get a loss for that? Of course I do. Of course I do. This game is so weird, bro. They should. It's not even my fault even. But hey. Oh wow, look at this hand. This is way more interesting going second than what we've had previously. Way more interesting. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Wasn't that his rank up game though? That was their rank up game. And guess what? They probably bricked and they're like, nah, I can't play through this. Or I can't make enough decent board with my hand that I have. And it's so unfortunate because you're going first, you get it going second hand, and vice versa. Let's see what they're playing. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Looks like a first turn kill enabler. Oh yeah. Can you see that? This is all for first turn kill. You can see there's no maxi, there's no anything. It's just literally first turn killing. Yeah, FTKs. They're still a thing though. And there's many forms of it as well. There's either like unbreakable board, towers. There's a lot of FTK categories. Or there's FTK combo decks. That's one of them. My goodness, bro. What is this hand, bro? What even is... I don't even know what this hand is. Roll and Lockbird. No, thank you. Yeah. Now, the thing is, do I play around an Imperm? Yes, I do. I have to. There's no way you cannot. Or Vela or something. I feel like he has something, but he's not saying he has something. This is Nibiru check right here. No, maybe we'll check. And we're missing, we don't have extra cards, so we're not gonna go like full on. Yeah, we'll just have to maybe settle with a negate here. Okay. Now, is this gonna make a difference because it's Malice? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see something. It still works. I thought it was gonna do something, but okay, it's fine. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see. We just have to make sure we survive a turn, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, again, bro, what? Yo, is my internet tripping or what? I don't even know. Again, the game is shut down. Why? Why is the game just closing? Is the stream still fine, guys? What's going on? Hold on. Dude, what is going on here? Why would I? Gosh, bro. I feel like it's a bad day to play or what? I don't understand. Like, what is going on? Maybe I should, like, I don't know. The game is so... Is it Steam, maybe? Because I'm running the game from Steam. Is Steam the one causing the issue? I have no idea. Come on, another game loss for that? Bro, it can't be, bro. Wow. Another game loss. We're doing absolutely... Oh, gosh, bro. It's masterduel. I think it's probably Steam, bro. I don't know what's going on. Let me just check. Steam looks like it's running. There's no update that's happening in the background or something that's maybe affecting the game, but it can't just randomly crash like that. Doesn't make sense. I have no idea. I don't know, maybe it's a sign, guys. Sometimes I believe in signs. I guess it's a sign that maybe something's going on in the background that I don't know, but yeah, I think... Okay. You said you had a replay, tricky time. Let's look at that replay, I guess, since I guess playing is a bit of an issue now. I don't know. Let's see. The second one. What is this? Oh, it looks like you're playing against Super Quants, eh? Okay, looks like it. Oh, what is this? This is pure Onomat Utopia. 60 card though. I like the concept though. Very good concept. And then you're facing obviously against the Super Quan deck. Yep. It's looks like it's fairly standard, but there's obviously more. Okay. So it's just Fiendsmith package, and yeah, I don't know. Quite heavy on the Fiendsmith package. I mean, look how many slots it takes. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 slots. I mean, that's just, it's crazy. But let's see. I know Utopia Onomats is quite resilient in terms of spamming a lot of stuff, so still the sand is pretty cracked though. Yeah, this card here is pretty much a Mathmech Circular but for Xyz decks, so it's pretty broken in that sense. So even though it's level 6, you just send a Dodo monster, there's so many of them, and then it becomes level 4, and then you're locked into Xyz, but it's kind of broken though. And obviously this can summon itself, so you see it's a 1 card rank 4. Literally a 1 card rank 4. So that's why Ryzio likes it a lot, because don't take up your normal summon, and you can search this card as well, which is an extender too. You notice normal summon has not been used yet. They're still going on without normal summon, which is crazy. Hmm? So you're probably wondering, every time a Utopia monster is XC summoned, you just draw a card, but obviously at the cost of 500 life points. So you can pretty much draw infinite times to the extent of life points that you have. So that's quite a lot, if you think about it. But yeah, you're drawing all your hand traps as well as your engine. And again, without the normal summon committed. Look at that. Without normal summon. Now you normal summon finally. Okay. The new Utopic. This card is kind of cracked though. Like, this thing is just like broken. Like, it's kind of insane though. I mean, this field is kind of insane. And you still have more. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Negate that, obviously. Oh, look at that. There's 8 in the hand already. Okay. Negate. No, not the gate, but you just take control of the monster. That's fine. Do you have anything else? Let's see. I mean, you are in the Nibiru range, so let's see what you're gonna do. You're gonna negate, okay, that's fine. Oh, wait a second. Uh-oh, what is this? I think I know what's gonna happen here. So, they control 3 super quant with different names. So, super quantum monsters, not super quantum monsters. And this is gonna be kind of insane though. Because what this does, it says if you control 3 or more, you shuffle as many cards your opponent controls as possible. So, it's part of the effect, right? It just happens, and then your opponent will just summon a monster. So literally, this is probably one of the most craziest board breakers you'll ever see, because it's part of the effect. It's not like you can chain to it or whatever. It just happens. So if you allow this card to resolve, it's too late, because you can't like chain to it. You see there, he had that full board, but he couldn't do anything. It just shuffles back everything. If it's from the extra deck or whatever, you literally can't negate it. You can't. Because it's just like, it's part of the effect. You shuffle and then something happens. So you see, it's not like there's a comma next to it. It just happens. Even if it's even if your field is okay, if they have obviously if you have towers and whatever, it's not going to work. But it says as many cards as possible. So obviously, if your cards are unaffected, then yeah, it's fine. But still, the fact that it's part of the effect, shuffle your opponent's cards. Trust me, I've tried this before. They had negate and they couldn't use it, because once you activate this thing, it's part of the effect. It's almost like, you know, with Rika. Rika is the con field spell. You just tribute for cost, but it's not like it's part of the resolution. It's just part of the cost. So you have to shuffle everything as possible. Then your opponent can summon. So you have to do everything first and then. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know. And then that's what happened here. So worst case scenario, that's like the board breaker in a way. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to stop that. I could be wrong, but I've tried it so many times. It's always just resolved. It's never like not resolved. Because and remember, do you know why it works like that? Because it says if you control. So can you see the first effect is shuffle everything. So can you see, even if you have your negate ready, what is the effect saying? You shuffle. So that's what I'm saying. You cannot even respond to it, because the effect is saying shuffle as many. You obviously meet the condition of having 3 super quants with different names, or super quantum monsters, but what is the first effect? Shuffle. So if you don't shuffle anything, then obviously your opponent doesn't get to summon. But the fact that the first thing says shuffle as many cards your opponent controls. So it's just clearing everything as much as possible, and then it's almost like Daruma Karma Cannon in a way. The difference is Daruma Karma Cannon can be stopped. This one cannot. So it's kind of crazy. But your topic features that can no, but remember, you cannot respond to this. Yes, after the effect, but remember, by that point, if you do not take control immediately, they will meet the requirement of 3 super quants or more. You are still gonna have to deal with the effect. So that's how it's worded. So yes, you have to do the take control before. The same thing with Orcus and all that stuff. If you want to take control, you must do it before. If you don't do it before, it's too late. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So don't wait till the card's activated on field, because the effect says shuffle. So be careful. Because remember, this is an activation requirement. The semicolon means that's part of that's the activation requirement. Then you actually do the effect. So you are shuffling immediately. You cannot say, oh, I want to respond to my negate or my trap card, counter trap or whatever. Even Solemn Judgment cannot stop this. Because the only thing that you're preventing is summoning a monster from your opponent. That you can stop. But the first effect, you can't really stop, because by then your field is gone. So all your trap cards, your monsters, everything is gone. So even though this card is not as practical, there may be a situation where you will literally search this, and that's it. Or it's in your hand somehow and you want to get rid of the board. Just focus on getting 3 super quantum monsters on field. They won't think about it, and then before you know it, boom, gone. But again, like I said, it's a very important if, because it says shuffle as many cards as possible. So as possible means even if if there's a towers, you still have to shuffle something. If you don't shuffle anything, then nothing happens. So yeah. Because both the trap and Exceed Chain Titan are good cards. Yes, but this is a very broken card also. Just that obviously it's not seen as much, the first effect, but the second effect obviously is still used, but the first effect is broken. That's all I can say. Because this actually came up a lot of times and people didn't know what was going on. I was like, hey, how does this ruling work? Because I cannot respond. No, if there's a semicolon before or a colon, it means there's an activation requirement. You've met it on activation, so that's it. You can't do anything after that. Okay, you just made Nibiru level 4. What? Speed this up. How do you deal with this Nibiru token? Do you go 1-for-1 with it, or let's see what you do. You're not running that card because of Fiendsmith. Which card? The Alpha Spike? I mean, you are running the card. You have to run it because it's part of the combo. Yeah, we are running the spell card. This is part of the combo. Even though it's a very powerful card, it's the fact that you're prioritizing 3 super quantum monsters at times is not always possible, but it can be. So this is part of the combo. Just that before it wasn't so useful, but now it is, because you can set the field spell like under draw, for example. So it's only good for the second effect, not necessarily the first effect. Because remember, you're sending this for cost to the graveyard by Zayton's effect. So that's why. Yeah, this is beyond over. But yeah. So all I'm saying is that spell card has come up like rarely, where, like, you know, when it's like your last resort where you can say, okay, look, I can't build into a Magnus, but I can bet out interruption in such a way that when I get that spell card in my hand and I have 3 super coins on field, it's pretty much over, because your opponent cannot have even a window to respond. The only window that they have to respond is making sure I do not have 3 super quantum monsters. And obviously, those that do not know the deck, they're not going to think about that. Because it's not like it's checking on resolution. It happens immediately. Activate the card, shuffle everything. So the fact that it came up here just shows you that how broken it is. But obviously it's not super broken to the point where now you're playing multiple copies because it is a brick because you need to have the setup. Hence, that's why it's not always practical because if you look at the combo, even if you start with blue layer into Zayton, you summon. Rare cases, you'll always have 2, but you won't have 3 unless you are specifically going for that card target. But because for Zayton you're sending that card for cost, it's very unlikely. Or you might use the trap, the quick play to summon red layer. Red layer can add that Alphen Spike back and then use it. But by that point, you're making Magnus at that point, so you don't really need to worry about that. But it can come up though. I had a second one which was interesting. It's the 4th one. Again, it's Orcus Fiendsman. I was gonna make super coins, but I like my Utopia ornaments. Look, I would say this, right? Super coins becomes a little bit better to play when we get the K9 cards, because the K9 cards really add that resilience in the sense of like the K9 cards alone can do stuff, and then you add that to Mitsurugi, and also you add that to the super coin combo. It's very flexible. I think at that point you won't even need to run Fiendsmith anymore, because why? K9 can give you access to a anti-Nibiru under 5 summons, like literally in 2 summons you can do that. That's how broken the K9 cards are. Like, you see, Fiendsmith, you have to go a long route, summon so many times just to get to the Nibiru. K9 already gives you Nibiru proof already under 3 summons, which is kind of crazy. So early on, you can set up your plays and then you're good to go. And because it's a good rank 5 engine, there's a lot of cards you can use in the rank 5 toolbox versus Fiendsmith. I mean, you see, you have to play so many cards just to filter it in. So I think when those cards come in, then super coins will be really, really scary, because I've been playing it now, you know, in the Genesis format, and even with all the restrictions of the points and whatever, even playing with 1 Azuna, 1 Jokul, and all that, it's still pretty broken still. So it's like every card does something. That's the nice thing about the K9 cards. Every card does something, except for the what's it, the Lupus, which obviously you need setup, but every other card does something on its own, and it doesn't even it takes up your normal summon but in a unique way. So it's really nice when we get those cards. So right now you're not seeing like the full resilience of super coins, because you can see we are being hand trapped a bit, but once we get the K9 cards, we'll literally be getting way more resilience to hand traps, so it's gonna be like way more broken. And I think the maximum materials I got under Magnus is like 10, I think. So that's kind of scary though. But yeah, let's see, where is that 4-3 play? Is this one? Yeah, I think after this I might I'll see if I can play a game. If not, then we'll probably just end early. I mean, searching for 2 cards, that's kind of broken. It's like your wishes for Eyes of Blue in a way. Wait, what? Ghost Sister? Whoa, okay, yeah, you're gonna be getting a lot of life points, basically. Alright, let's speed this up. Unbreakable exceeds barriers or omni negate pretty much. Which, by the way, this card you can actually search with the I think it's the Jet Shark, Hydro Jet Shark in the Shark deck, because it sends a Fish, Shark, or Xyz spell or trap, which can actually send this because it's got Xyz in its name, and then obviously the Dark Ray Lancer or the Dark Knight Lancer can actually search this from your graveyard, add it to your hand, so you have an Omni Negate in that sense. So it's actually quite cool. that you can like search this infinitely pretty much, because you see you can search it, use it, search it again, add it back next turn, so it's just constantly being added back. So it's kind of nice there, in case you're wondering what that is. Yeah, Gaga Girl is insane. But you know what the sad reality about this deck is? As much as this deck is so good, I mean, look at that. Literally, it's got all the nice extension, the starters, everything. It's just not competitively viable for some reason. I don't know why, because despite all these cards that came out, no one's really caring about it. All they see is, this is the rank 4 engine for Ryziel. That's all. Because Onomats can literally spam a lot of monsters, but it's only for the relevant deck. So every new thing that comes out, you always will think, okay, how does it benefit something else, which is better than what it is right now? So yeah, because you see there, as much as this is very powerful, it loses to a lot of things. So as you mentioned there, Nibiru, Full Loss, Maxi, it loses a lot. So yeah. I mean, looking at the field, I mean, wow, look at that. You got pretty much, you cannot target the field. Have an army negate. You can stop. You can stop attacks. You can obviously take control of a monster. It's like, it's a lot. This guy's got 49,000 life points. Wow, insane. And look, some people are not running the bureau because it's not always practical. It doesn't always come up. Like you'll see when K9 comes out, Nibiru will do absolutely nothing. Wow. 47,000 life points. So, yeah. Because remember that conversation of having high impact hand traps? Nibiru isn't alone a good hand trap. Nibiru plus other hand traps is very good. So that's the problem with Nibiru, because on its own it's not that good, high impact, but with other hand traps it becomes high impact. So, and obviously nowadays people are just like not even caring at this point, because even through Nibiru sometimes you still have combo. So is it high impactful? Not really. In most cases. And the damage begins. You have another negate in the form of the numbers protection. Wow. What just happened there? Ooh, while you control equipped monster, negate the first trap card. Whoa. Okay. All right, that's a lot of damage in one duel, eh? Negates, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think just to be on the safe side, I don't trust my internet anymore because it's disappointed me twice now when I played on the ladder. So I think we'll pick it up probably tomorrow. At least tomorrow there's no meta weekly, so we can just like probably just focus on getting into diamond at least, and then we can say okay, we happy, and then we take it from there. So yeah, like I said, the next few months gonna be a bit rough because there's nothing really exciting that might come out. But who knows? Maybe they might surprise us and drop us something crazy. But I don't anticipate probably till the anniversary when we're gonna get some nice stuff. So yeah, I think we'll definitely we'll see what happens when the meta shifts right now, because right now we definitely need another probably big ban list again, because unfortunately I know Orcus is just got their support now. It's still in the shop, but I mean it is kind of still powerful, I think. Lunar Light also just came out, still pretty much new, but I think people are gonna say, oh well, let's make Lager Dancer to 1. Look, it's like it's whatever. But who knows? Hopefully a ban list in the future will change things, but I mean maybe they would change their mind and putting Call by the Grave back to 2. I doubt that, but still, we'll see. But okay, thanks everyone for coming through. I know it was a quick stream, but yeah, we'll pick it up again hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, we'll resume from there. And yeah, take care of yourselves, have a good night, and yeah, this Diamond Boss signing out. Peace.